Alright, the second clap
All right.
for us to get through.
All right. Well, welcome to the end.
NHL.
HNA. HNA.
HNA.
Okay. All right. Welcome to the HNA podcast. This is the first in-person episode. As you can see, there is Anderson, Bajorno, Logan, and I, Braden. So today, like usual, we have no topic. We are just kicking the killing some time.
I actually do have a topic.
Uh-oh.
The texture of your drink, it's bugging me like a lot.
Show it to the camera.
Get all close.
Oh.
Look at this pulpy beverage.
Yeah.
It is so
I don't-
pulpy.
This is awful
You
looking.
just can't overthink it. From day one, I chose to be happy and healthy, so I decided to drink that way. I decided to drink like I don't want my insides to be sunburned anymore.
Was that?
And that's a big hint. Get it?
Sunburn insides.
Aloe vera. It's an aloe vera drink.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry, that's about it.
Sponsor, please. We need money.
It has
we
aloe
all need
chunks
it.
in it.
I
Let's
don't
all take
know.
a sip.
I don't know the company.
A toast to Braden's crappy looking drink.
Toast to aloe pulp.
I will not drink that.
No, we're
I
toasting
took
to
a
it.
sip of it and I was like,
I will not drink to that.
I will not.
And
Dude, what if... Okay, moving on, because I don't want to talk about your beverage anymore, but kind of on the beverage topic. What if you're, like, in, like, a royal, like, monarch setting, right?
Mhm.
You're, like, at a big, long table, and everybody's got their meals and everything. The king has a toast, and he offers you this drink, and you don't drink it. What happened?
You get
beheaded.
executed for sure.
Yeah.
so,
Yeah.
so
You
are
get-
you
or
saying you
banished.
wouldn't try it?
Banished?
So if he makes a toast, you gotta
Like, what
respect
happens in
him by
England?
drinking to the
So
toast.
how about we just try this right now?
But you're not our king, so you can't kill us.
You
No. But I
you
mean,
have no authority
okay.
here.
So Logan, he drank it. Pass it on.
No, I'm not gonna...
Yeah.
Oh wait, well if we're
We're
doing
all-
it, you have to drink it the right
Oh,
way. You have to be
does
like,
that mean I have to restart?
Yep. All right. Andrew, there you go.
It's not as pulpy with the.
Oh,
It's
you're
actually
getting
frozen
some
chunks.
water to. No,
What the? That's just water.
that is insulting. That is a direct.
You have to drink it all now.
insult.
Drink
See,
it all.
wow.
I think
Okay,
No
you know
matter
what?
what
I'm gonna go
kingdom-
refill that.
no matter
Just
what
that-
kingdom, that
That
is
is
gonna
how-
get you executed. The king's passing around the chalice.
I'm pretty sure that's a rule.
Water it down. Yeah, that's better.
No, I just dumped
Sorry,
it out.
man, I'm not a real fan of your
Just dump
drink.
it out and pour the water in there.
you like grab it,
Your
you
own
just
beverage.
throw it.
That is so gross, man.
By the
Why
way,
is it
camera,
so
it-
pulpy?
whoa, okay. It is frozen. I forgot about it in the freezer and I just wanted it cold and then it came out as a slushy.
It's actually more enjoyable in slushy form.
I agree.
I'd say. But
yeah.
I'm not as
Yeah.
opposed to it as others here.
Yeah.
Are we talking about the medieval?
What?
The great medieval?
What does that mean?
Yeah.
Dude, it got me thinking about what are those things called? They're like a restraining device that they put people in the middle of the city, like the town square. and
Oh.
people just,
Wait,
like-
the thing where their hands are
Yeah,
like
yeah,
locked
yeah.
in like
Oh,
this?
yes.
yeah, that's what you'd be put in if you refuse
Oh,
the
I-
king's.
Yeah,
I
then
don't know
they'll
what
get
the...
give it tomatoed in the middle of town.
You
Dude,
guys, keep
we should bring that
talking
back.
while I look that up.
We should bring that back, don't you think? Like
Oh,
somebody
yeah.
does something dumb and you just like
Yeah.
lock them up in like the town square.
Just public humiliation.
But with technology, you could have a screen that has their crime on it. So it's like, didn't drink the king's aloe vera or posted cringe on Maine.
No, then you have
Or
a
something
camera.
like that.
You have a camera facing them, and then
Oh,
you have
live
it
stream?
projecting to everyone's house.
This would just turn so weird because it become
On
like
Twitch?
a Japanese thing, like then where some guy with the paddle just comes up behind and smacks his butt. You know what I mean? Like the weirdest.
Wait,
Why
yeah.
would it become a
No,
Japanese thing?
if you're locked in there publicly, you're fully exposed. People
it would be illegal.
They could pants you.
people could do things to you.
Oh.
They could throw things at you.
Yeah,
But
like
nothing
tomatoes.
else. Yeah.
Hmm.
So, yeah,
Well, he
like-
does raise a good point though.
Well, if you modernize it, right? Because that
It's
was olden times.
It's a pillory.
A pillory? No wonder we didn't know what it was called.
Pillory.
Pillory.
Hillary
Clinton.
Pillar
Oh,
these.
I feel like we should put a picture of the pillory in there.
Yeah, maybe I'll edit it.
Yeah.
Like, editor.
There's a pillar.
By the way,
Guys, we're hiring an editor.
Yeah, we're hiring an editor. Starting
I
at
don't know.
$20 an hour.
Bjorn, the editor.
Really?
Oh, really? You're gonna pay me now?
Finally, I've been doing all this for free.
You know, you can't taste the pulp in it. It's just all around crunchy instead of just crispy.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But no,
more
It would
alligator.
be sick if you had like a live stream on Twitch of the local pillory. You know,
You know,
in,
that'd
like,
be
the towns.
weird, though. What kind of people would watch that?
We're not
Wait, hold on.
No. No, not hold on.
Please,
No,
please.
no. It's we can't say this on the internet.
This
Oh.
is-
Then show me so I can
Spell it
see.
out.
Spell it out.
No, we'll tell. I'm not gonna spell it out.
We'll tell you in an hour.
No, I'll tell you after the podcast.
Write it down.
Like I'm serious.
Take a screenshot of it.
Write it down.
Medieval torture was brutal.
By the way,
Medieval
That's all
torture.
you need to know.
We're talking about
Yeah.
the blood eagle.
No, it's
No, it's
No.
something else. There's a
I-
lot of really terrible things.
Okay, I feel
Yeah.
like we're on teams right now because
What
like
do
I
you
haven't
mean?
looked at Brayden at all because he's like
oh
further over
on the edge.
Because I have to
You
like
think-
completely turn.
you
So it's
think-
like I don't know.
Warfare is bad now. Imagine just getting your ass put inside the Iron Maiden,
that wouldn't be very fun.
That
Or,
would suck.
like,
Well,
impaled.
well,
just-
people die from that, right? It's just instant
Or
death, right? Or is
you're-
it torture? The Iron Maiden.
Isn't that the coffin with all the points?
Yeah, the cover
Yeah.
with the spikes, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't
Does that
think
kill
that-
people or is it torture?
I think it's just torture.
I think don't they starve them in there too?
Because you couldn't just
Probably.
like. Ooh.
I don't think
so you're
it's
just
like,
like trying to stay. I think you stand straight up, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it doesn't interlink. Interlinked.
Yeah,
but
so
it kind of
you're
just
forced
pokes
to
you.
stand
Interlinked
and
It
then-
between
pokes you on
cells.
either side. That sucks.
literally me.
Like in
what's that one torture thing? It's like a blade,
No,
the guillotine.
and then you sit on it, and they force you to sit on it for days at a time.
It splits you in half in the bum.
oh my gosh.
Technically,
Okay.
yes.
I liked our pillory idea better. I think a pillory is
Bring back the
just
pillory.
as humiliating and a lot more funny for people viewing it.
So
you
what
know?
kind of people would be put on?
So would that be instead of prison or in addition to?
Ooh,
In addition to prison, I think because you have like your classes, right? You have your misdemeanors, right, where it's like you maybe pay a fine, maybe do some community service. Then you have your felonies, right?
So it'd be worse than a felony?
No, it would be
Or it'd be
less.
felony
It would be like lesser misdemeanors, but it'd be just as funny.
Or should it be crimes against the community type stuff?
I think
Like, because I feel
Yeah.
like that'd make more sense, right?
like furries, you could put them in there.
Yeah, like if they wore a furry suit in public, you put them in the pillory in their
So
furry suit.
Anybody wears cat ears to the
Exactly.
pillory.
Shinji,
Lock
put on
him
the
up.
cat ears.
Probably cat ears.
No, but because like, I don't know, like if you just make like a small crime that doesn't affect anyone, like being put on the pillory, no one's really gonna care.
Well,
but
no, it's
if you're
public
like-
entertainment.
well, the freaks might.
It is public entertainment, but like if it's like, oh yeah, this guy like robbed our bank or like beat this person, right?
Mhm.
And then everyone's like mad at them.
Oh.
And then they can kind of.
Were you saying in addition to prison, meaning it was part of the sentence?
Yeah.
Where you have to be on the pillory and then you get moved to prison?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that being part of it.
Like,
Yeah.
and would you have it be like just the worst get pilloried, or
Mm-hmm.
you kind of just have like, I don't know how you choose it.
How about a pillory in prison?
A pillory in
No, everyone in prison is pilloried. They're just all walking around with the boards.
See, I think that's actually a problem with prison. They go to prison and they have like, I know they're trying to like rehabilitate people, and I think that that's an actually a good thing in most cases. But like, the people who go into prison, all they can do in prison is work out, and sometimes they don't get rehabilitated. So now they're just jacked and still insane.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
a pillory would solve that problem. They
So-
could be humiliated
Doesn't let them work
publicly
out.
and unable to, get back into society, and they'd be skinny.
Yeah.
They gained
Yeah,
like
heck yeah.
90% hit points when they were in prison, and now they're like
I have 5
What?
million power.
they're OP when they get out.
Yeah.
People plateau in their success, and they're like, oh, "What can I do? Oh, the boost in prison from
Yeah.
the working out and lifting
XP
rocks."
Heck yeah. I mean,
Lifting
honestly,
rocks.
The juggernaut in prison.
like, if I was homeless, I would totally like break the law. Like,
so that you could go into
free
prison.
housing, free food. Like, come on.
Well, I mean, think
Yeah.
about this. If you're a homeless man, would you be
I would
would you
not,
try to be
dude.
king
I
of the
would-
homeless?
I would not be homeless.
Like,
Well,
do you think there's hierarchies in homeless communities? Like, there's definitely tent communities.
there definitely is?
I'm
There definitely
thinking like
is.
Is there like a
uh,
president?
like Rise of the Dark Knight movie
Here's what you
where
do.
they've got like the like mound of like chairs and stuff, and a guy sitting on top, and he's the judge, and just like sends people off. Or
So
whatever.
that would be me, the homeless people.
They're like off to the weekly night fight
It
or
would
whatever.
be like Mad Max, but underground.
I saw a post recently
yeah, that'd
that
be
homeless
interesting.
people have started to build 2-story structures in California.
What?
Yeah.
Whoa.
So
Mhm.
houses?
Yeah,
Homeless people
Like
are building
shanty
houses?
towns.
Nice.
with multiple
Dude,
levels.
so-
Oh, like the
that's what it
stacks
is.
in Ready Player One.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. RVs.
Yeah.
There's actually places in the U.S. There was like this really weird thing that I saw about a country within the U.S.
Oh,
And I think it's like a meme
Mhm.
to them.
Oh, like the desert area?
Yeah, there's like a country with inside the United.
you're talking about Chaz?
I don't know
Yeah.
what it's called. I can't remember.
Chap. Is that what it was called?
I thought it was Chaz.
It was kind of a joke.
I think
though.
it was called both.
It was in San Francisco or something.
Or Seattle, I think.
Seattle, that's what it was, Seattle.
What do you guys
No,
think
no.
about?
Me and Andrew were talking about, I think it's in New Mexico. It's actually a lawless area.
Albuquerque.
Mm.
Walter White? No. I know what you're talking about,
I'm
though.
supposed to look at the camera, Brayden.
No.
Hey, this is a podcast. It's not a TV show. We look at the camera. We embrace the camera. We talk to the camera. We love the camera. We kiss the camera.
Bro, I don't kiss my camera.
Bjorn? Logan? Do you?
Kiss my camera?
Yes.
I think I'm gonna cut this
You're
part
supposed
out.
to say yes. You're supposed to be with me!
Sorry, no.
Just because you're on the same couch doesn't mean you're on the same
I prefer
team.
candid over staged, even though it's all staged. Candids.
Yeah.
What do
Yes,
you guys
all of
think
this
about,
is staged.
Elon Musk's brain implants.
I'm not
Have you guys heard
educated on the
anything
matter.
about that?
No.
Yeah. Like, I think that it's supposed to be,
You want some?
like, it's being marketed as, like, something like a medical thing, right? Where it's, like, people who have damage where they, like, lose their eyesight or,
Yeah.
like, feeling or paralysis or stuff, they can, it's a way to help that. But then he's also, like, marketing kind of, like, the internet side of it. And that just sounds kind of a little too far, in my opinion.
So TikTok can track my brain now.
Think about how
That's
bad
right.
that could go. It's called Neuralink.
Mm.
If you
Interlinked.
guys haven't heard about
You're talking about
within cells.
Yeah,
Sword, Sword Art
within
Online?
cells. Interlinked.
Wait, what?
Cells interlinked. Interlinked.
I thought we were talking
Anyways.
Blade Runner.
Yeah.
We are.
Sword art.
I said two separate things. Sorry that I had two thoughts.
No, I wouldn't have a brain chip or whatever. I
Do
know
I?
in a lot of sci-fi things they have like brain chips and they're useful.
I mean, it's the intro to
But-
body modification.
The
Soon.
intro.
Yeah.
Dude, if
Kinda
you
cool.
could have a brain
Yeah.
Then
chip,
we'll have robot arms.
Yes.
if you had the ability to like get a brain chip and you could just like, let's say you wanted to be like really good at baseball, and they could like change your
Change your stats.
stats.
Change your stats.
You could upgrade your stats.
Here's
So
$1 million.
after you get out of prison, you get your HP boost from the prison lifting, and then you get the like brain XP from
Neuralink.
Neuralink right after.
You get Neuralink. Heck yeah.
That's actually a good
Yeah.
point, though. Like, what if like the chip allows you to like learn everything instantly? Like, you can read through a whole book and learn everything
Well,
in
that's
the book
where
and
it
never
could
forget.
like that's where it could go. Like
I mean, I think that the way that it is it because your brain makes like the connections and stuff when you make memories and stuff,
yeah.
and it's not able to do that, but it can tap into areas of the brain and read the signals
Yeah.
that are coming out, so it tells what's going on in your brain, and then it can transfer those into other things. You know, so if you wanted to like hook up your brain to the internet or like a screen or whatever, because they've had this with like
Uh-oh.
they've tested it with monkeys, where
Yeah.
the monkeys have signals going on and they teach it how to play a video game with its brain.
So what
Yeah,
if
like,
they
it's
look
like a
at the-
simple, like,
reward
Pong.
system. They just like slurping a smoothie out of a straw. And
Well, no,
like,
it's like they teach it how to play Pong with its
Yeah.
brain.
yeah.
It's not like a reward system or whatever. They just like
mind control it.
Well,
like
they
because
wait,
they have the
no.
signals. They read the signals where it's like oh, we know where the monkey's brain is making the signal to communicate right
Yeah.
and left, and then it's like, okay, then we'll just communicate that from like a controller onto the screen, and so it'll move like the thingy.
If you guys are,
but it won't like make new
Yeah.
connections, and you won't be like, okay, you're gonna, learn kung fu now.
if
Yeah,
you guys
okay,
are
that makes
interested
sense.
in this, there's a video that you can go watch of a monkey playing Pong with its brain, with just its mind. It's controlling a screen and it's like moving the little paddle thing that's going up and down, and he's like controlling it.
What I think
He's
of,
just using an eye tracker. That's weird.
Yeah.
what I think of, what I hear when I think of that monkey is that one meme, like the monkey drawing with like you can see someone's brain. It says neural activation, and it's like when it's looking at something, it's like an apple or like a anime plushie or whatever.
Dude,
Oh
the
my
Ray
gosh.
plushie. Stop.
The Ray plushie.
No, but I just remembered as we were talking about that, because like if you lose a limb, like your mind, you still still know how to move your hand, right? Even though you don't have it anymore. Like it's not like your brain like shuts off that part. So they did that same thing they did in monkeys. They connected it to someone's brain, and they were able to use a machine as if it was their right hand, and it just felt like it was their right hand. So that's actually pretty crazy. But yeah. Like, because like tapping into the brain, because like what I thought you were saying at first is like, oh, you have the internet in your mind, so you connect the internet to your brain. But what you're saying is you connect your brain to the internet, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm like, oh, so now I can watch porn in my mind, right?
That's the other scary thing. Like you're saying, like the monkey, like you see what the monkey's thinking or whatever on the screen.
That's just banana.
It's like you just see banana, or you see like lady monkey.
No, but imagine like if it could project what it was seeing on the screen, and imagine if it had just like the weirdest like dark thought, like just like killing humans or something.
It's like
crazy
monkey,
Like the
smashing,
like
monkey
smashing
apocalypse.
Like, I think what it is, like, all jokes aside, like, I think that they are able to pick up on all the signals for, like, a thought or, like, thinking of something in your mind's eye. Obviously, it's not going to, like, put out an image on the screen because we don't know how to translate your brain signals into, like, a digital signal through an HDMI port onto a TV, But who knows, in the future, maybe they could decipher that.
In the future, we'll have HDMIs in our brain.
Project your
HDMI ports,
project your thoughts onto a screen or a hologram at that point.
I hope I get a RTX. What was it? Graphics card. There we go. There we go.
Put a graphics card in your
There we
brain.
go. I can have the fan going on my ear. My
I
hair's
don't
always
think
blonde.
you need.
But I don't need it, but I
graphics card.
want it.
Well, you just cool off your
You can
brain.
do that right now. Just get a fan.
My brain is
Put it
cold.
against
No,
your
that's not the graphics card, Bjorn. Come on.
Your brain is the graphics card, Braden.
Okay.
That's where you're
But
misunderstanding.
okay, imagine this new technology. You just close your eyes and you can watch a movie
That's
on your
called dreaming.
eyelids. No, but like genuine.
That'd be
genuine,
cool though.
Genuine.
No, but that would suck because you'd never ever stop at that point.
You would never stop. You're right. You would
'Cause,
never
like-
stop.
Well, depends on what you're watching.
Well, no, because if that were to be introduced, right, you could watch movies while you're sleeping, pretty much, right? Then you would never stop consuming media ever, because like you're sleeping while stuff's going, right? Every time you blink, you're still seeing stuff,
You
That'd be
close your
insane.
eyes and like freaking McDonald's. Like,
There's a
advertising.
commercial.
You got ads going on.
Yeah,
This stream
you're like-
is sponsored by
Stop.
Spotify. You're like, I hate these ads, man. I just want to start dreaming already.
Man. You're like, oh, I gotta wake up. This
Turn
ad.
this shit off. I'm trying to sleep.
I don't care about Ed Sheeran's new album.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be insane. They put advertisements in your brain. Oh, that'd be so bad.
Yeah, I don't know. There's so many things with, like, the technology and stuff that's kind of scary. Like, I don't want to get chips in my brain.
We don't want to get Skyneted.
Yeah. See, something unfortunate, though, since we've done a podcast now there's, like,
Oh,
a fair amount of documentation of our voices, and then they could just use that 11 labs on
We're
us.
just gonna be AI'd and we're gonna be like,
We just need to say one sentence, and they got.
Dude,
our
we're
voice.
gonna
I think it's like 1 minute. 1 minute of,
minute.
like, uninterrupted vocal data.
All right,
It
well,
can,
let's keep interrupting each other then.
Yeah, exactly. Or maybe we just add background noise so that it's
Just
like,
white
just
noise.
just some music playing in the background.
everybody
Some
listening to the
classical.
You will
podcast.
not
They're like,
catch us,
what's
Skynet."
going on?
What's that jazz in the background? It's so quiet.
Yeah, or just like in the background.
Interlinked.
I don't think the AI is to the point where it can like perfectly recreate like people and do like unique movement and stuff like that in video format.
That's fair.
But it's kind of getting there.
That's spooky.
You know, so you could like, I mean, I think people have tried this with Joe Rogan or whatever.
Mm.
You know, they can easily recreate his voice at this point, and they could deepfake his like image or whatever, and just have like Chat GPT write the whole podcast. And
That's pretty fun.
So AI, and then Joe Rogan retires.
AI Joe Rogan. Yeah, dude.
That's insane because like you can get like nothing is true after that, you know.
Mm-hmm. Or at least nothing's authentic. You know?
Like the credibility of everything goes away, right? Because you can't tell what's real and what's fake.
Mm-hmm.
So like if you see a video of someone doing something horrible, it's like I don't know if that's real or not, you know.
Yeah, I definitely think like within our lifetimes and within probably next decade for sure, we'll get to a point where like the media that we consume is going to become like the AI generated stuff is going to become indistinguishable from the man-made stuff.
Yeah.
And so we're going to lose that barrier. But I think real life interactions is going to be long before or long after we're dead, where it's like you can meet a person and you don't have to worry about them being artificial, you know? We're not like Detroit Become Human, Blade Runner status yet.
Or like you don't know who's human and not.
Yeah.
How would we know?
That's fair. Maybe there's already AI among us.
I mean,
Guys.
just like Fallout 4, the main plot
I'm a
for
replicant.
that's not the main part, but the big part of Fallout 4 is like telling like whether if this person's a real human or if it's actually a synth.
Oh yeah,
Kind of
it's like
freaky.
that.
Yeah.
What's that city in Fallout?
Diamond
Well,
City.
Yeah, Diamond City. Like in the middle of Diamond City, there's people, and he's like, I thought you were my brother, and then he like shoots him or something,
And it's like just robot.
yeah, I can't remember how it goes, but like, and then you have to make the choice whether to shoot him or not, and then the guy ends up being a robot, and you're like, what the hell is this?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So would we
That
know?
could happen.
Could happen.
I'm a
You know-
robot.
What would you do though, if you could make your own like AI companion? Like I know there's like a lot of weirdos who would make just like a girlfriend or whatever, but since we're sane individuals, I would assume that we would have a more wise interpretation.
You know what I think would happen before like we get like bionic? Is that the word?
Sure.
Where it's like half robot, half human.
Half cyborg.
Cyborg.
Yeah, cyborg. I think it would more be like cloned human before that
yeah.
because they've already cloned animals.
Mhm.
I think
Yeah.
we might have talked about this before already, but
Mm.
like all you gotta do is just take like the genetics of something and just reproduce that or grow it.
But
Like they're already working on like growing like limbs and organs and stuff like that can be done.
But yeah, okay.
So you could grow a human
but they're not real.
in a lab,
Or are they?
Oh,
and
But
like that's obtainable technology.
But you can't give it a soul, right?
I think
So
I
that's the question is
Yeah.
because I think
You
that's
can't
how
create souls.
I think that's how Blade Runner is because the replicants in Blade Runner, they're not like robots. I mean, I think in the first one they are, but 2049 I think because remember they're like in those.
Yeah, Ryan Gosling figures out like he doesn't know that he's a replicant or
Yeah,
whatever.
I don't think they're like robotic. I think they're like grown in a lab.
Yeah, but that just because they aren't self-aware doesn't mean they aren't real. You know.
Yeah,
I think
Like-
I don't know. I think that it kind of depends on your view on what a soul is. you
yeah,
know?
yeah. That was like the whole premise of the movie.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think of stuff like Star Wars, you know, like the Clone Wars and stuff, and it's like, I think if you were to grow a human or whatever, like, the process for creating it is going to be the exact same as if it was born, except it's going to be inside of like a test tube instead of a person.
So like,
You know?
from a religious standpoint, is that like, does that thing have a soul? Who knows?
Well, I mean, think about how
I
dark
don't
it
see
is.
why not though.
Because like,
Yeah,
Like I think if they're, this is getting way too philosophical than I thought it was gonna be.
it's
But,
so
like,
crazy.
if there
though,
like
to
if
think
there
about.
is a God and there like grew, and scientists grew a child in like a test tube or
Yeah.
whatever, God's not gonna be like, nah, yeah, I'm not gonna give that one a soul or whatever. I think he'd be like, yeah, sure. I mean, like,
Sure,
Screw
we'll,
this guy.
we'll give that one a
send him
soul.
to a good family and like let's, I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, think if someone had a clone of you and you didn't know if you were the real person or not, and you found out you were the clone.
You mean the original?
Yes.
'Cause I
And then,
think-
like, you just, like, if the real original person, like, if they, like, lost their kidney or something like that, all you there were for
Okay.
was just to replace their body parts.
You're
Like,
just
damn.
talking
That's the
about
movie.
The Island.
That's the island with you.
I
and
think
McGregor.
I've heard about
Scarlett
that.
Johansson?
Yeah, dude. I remember I watched that movie on my portable DVD player.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. No, so that's the exact premise of it. There's
It's
this
really
underground
interesting.
society or whatever. So Ian McGregor, you know him. He plays Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Oh, yeah.
He's the main character, and they live in this like underground society, and they're told that like the world's had been ended or whatever, and that's why they're all living underground. And one way or another, he makes his way to the surface, and I guess we kind of spoiled it already.
Spoilers.
It's a Michael Bay movie.
And
And
there's
it's not the
explosions.
most incredible story or whatever,
Yeah,
and it's
and
fairly
then-
old, so it's not like,
And it kind of
you know.
sucks.
yeah, it's not the greatest movie, so I don't feel bad spoiling it. But yeah, he finds out that he is just a clone, and everybody in that society is a clone for the wealthy elites in the upper world or whatever. And they're just growing clones of themselves, so they have body spare parts or whatever.
Pretty
Wait
dark.
until Elysium becomes a real thing.
I haven't seen that
I haven't
movie
seen
yet.
it. It's on my list.
Yeah, what's...
Yeah,
what's
That's
that?
a really good one too. I'm not gonna really talk about that one too much because
Matt
you
Damon
guys should
sci-fi
watch
movie.
it.
Yeah, I want to watch it.
That's kind of the same idea. It's like
Mm.
it's not like clones or anything like that, but there's people with like they're like kind of like cyborgs. You know, they can be
Mhm.
like upgraded, like body modifications. And like Matt Damon gets like poisoned by radioactive like stuff at work, and then he like
I hate when that happens.
he has to go. He's like, there's another like colony in like orbit or up in space, and he has to like go there because they have machines there that like can heal people, and so that he has to like go lay in the machine to get healed or whatever. And
So,
Interesting.
there's like this whole
So is that before or after he goes to Mars?
damn it, you just ruined what I was going to say. I was going to say, after that, does he become Jason Bourne? Is that the Jason Bourne trilogy after he's healed?
Sorry,
Yeah.
he's
The
Damn it,
sixth-
Logan.
The sixth Jason Bourne
Matt
movie,
Damon.
he gets like radioactive poisoning at work. Has to become a bionicle.
Bionicle?
Not a bionicle, a cyborg.
bionicle. I wish I could be a bionicle.
Got the little arm that like shoots the ball or whatever.
Bionicles are
Yeah.
sick.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
dude.
so cool.
No, so this is my question. If you had to pick one kind of like cyborg modification, what would it be?
Mm.
Don't look at me like
Don't be weird. Don't say it.
Honestly,
Don't be
my
weird.
back.
Oh.
Your back. What?
Well, I've
Yeah.
always had back problems, but then I could have a jetpack. Rocket
Just,
propelled
like, fly around.
spine.
Yeah, just burn your house down.
Who said it's fire?
Oh, that's fair. That's fair.
Why are
you gotta
you
use
using
your
it in your
house?
house?
Well, he's just gonna fly around. He's not going to use his back.
fly through my house.
You know,
He unlocks the door. Honey, I'm home.
So I got an even better idea. Why don't you just have like an gravity
Yeah, that's what
chip?
my back.
Anti-gravity chip?
Yeah, just insert it into your
Into my-
HDMI port.
Put it in my HDMI port in my brain. No, but like, I want to say probably big toe.
What?
A bigger toe?
Make my toe huge.
No, like the you know those dinosaurs with like the big claw?
Yeah, a
Yeah.
raptor, bro. Let's have a,
You want to be
a
like
claw.
a raptor?
Yeah, so I could step on people and
No, like
to kill them.
for real though. Your back though?
I'd do my back, yeah.
Yeah, just like make it stronger.
Yeah, it just like I don't know, like in Cyberpunk, just the thing down the spine.
The 7.
And then it would connect to my brain, right? Because the spine is actually a big part of your brain. And then I could just modify from there. That's if that's like Cyberpunk game, you know. If it's like experimental Elon Musk garbage, I'm not touching it. So, but yeah, I think that's what I choose.
What about you, Braden?
I think a new eye. It can zoom in.
Oh,
that'd
be super cool.
Sitting right here, you know, I want to go look at.
You want to look at your Steam Deck that's super small? And
yeah, zoom in, or like I can read the TV over there.
Or you could like hyper focus, so like
thermal vision,
like cut everything else out and just focus.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like a scope, like you zoom in.
No, but not even a scope, but just like black out the background stuff, like the peripheral and stuff.
Dude, I feel like
you know, like in Skyrim, when you walk up to like a object or whatever, and it like blurs out everything. Yeah.
Help you focus better.
Skyrim mod for your eye.
Yeah, become Skyrim.
That's not where my body mod.
And then you can just like zoom in, like 10 times scope. Use thermal vision.
You know what? I'm willing to accept anything, honestly.
Dude, no, you can have all of that in a modified eye.
Yeah, that's fair.
No, just one thing.
You know, reality sucks. I don't want to talk about this.
You could just change the color. That's what your robot eye does.
Change the color of my eye.
Turns it green.
Oh, jeez.
That would be kind of cool, though.
I mean, sure.
I'm gonna pay a couple billion.
I'm like, watch this. I'm gonna change my eye right now to red. Instantly turns red.
Like
I'm like, oh crap, this is not good. I think I blew a blood vessel.
If you were trying to pick up like anime chicks, they'd be all over that, dude. A lot of anime people have different colored eyes.
They're like, the Sharingan.
You get a Sharingan.
Sasuke.
That's awful.
Yeah, I don't know what I'd do. Probably something with my legs, like something that you can make it so you can lift more,
like rocket knees,
or like walk or run a long distance without getting tired.
Or do you want like General Grievous legs? You're gonna climb all walls.
Like 6 legs, like a
6
spider.
He has 2 legs.
Just on my torch, or like spiders have 8.
I've got an idea.
Spiders have 8 legs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, General Grievous has 2 legs. That's what I was saying.
No, what you should do is get a bionic like horse body, and then you could be a centaur.
Yes, centaur. Yeah, I got a leg upgrade. A whole entire
It's a whole horse body.
No, whoa! Hold on. Oh man.
No.
That's rough.
No.
Oh, you poor guy.
Well, no. What you could do,
is oh.
No, you could have like.
It's retractable.
No, you could. You could replace your legs, right? Like maybe.
What are we talking about with the horse?
Like no. Hear me out, okay, guys. It was like above your knees is where your bionic legs start, or whatever. Maybe you could have like sort of an exoskeleton, like going up to your hips or whatever.
Yeah.
So to give you more of that power or whatever. But then you could just disconnect it. Then plug into your horse body or whatever. It's like it's got like a little port for your legs or whatever, so you don't have to lose anything.
You just switch out your legs.
Yeah, you swap out your legs.
Dumb.
I'm a horse now.
Dude, like
and then you could grow your hair out and just like not wear a shirt, and you're just like.
So would it be like? Would it look like a futuristic horse, or would it just be? Would it just be like a horse pelt?
A horse pelt. I mean,
yeah, it looks like a taxidermy.
If you're at that point with like that type of technology, I'm sure like. Obviously, it'd be robotic, but I'm sure it could easily.
You know what I'm still for?
Yeah.
Like even more than some of like this, like the body modification stuff is the, like personal like aircraft.
Oh.
Like flying cars. I know that like when you think of flying car, you're thinking like a car with like wings, so it can like land and then it can drive around everywhere. I think that sounds dumb. Like there's no reason to like have it drive around when you can fly around.
Yeah,
that's shit.
That's fair.
You know, like. So I think it would be cool to have like a personal flying vehicle, like
something
I've seen
more like a personal like helicopter.
Yeah,
like VTOL, not a car.
VTOL aircraft. Yeah,
that'd be sick. That'd be super cool.
Because that's not like too far off in the future. Because there's already like there's already aircraft like that.
Well,
I mean, the problem is the noise, though.
yeah, and also people. I mean,
So-
some people could barely drive a bike.
Well, you know what a jet sounds like.
Mm-hmm. And I think that would be like the only way that you could do that is because they have like ultralight, like electrical aircraft with
Yeah.
like propellers. It's still going.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're good.
And I mean those are going to be less noisy because they're electric motors
Mm-hmm.
with propellers, but you still have the propeller noise.
Yeah.
And then the other one is obviously jet engines,
well, you
and
think
that's
about-
noisy.
So you can't
Think
sneak up on
about how
people.
loud helicopters are. I
Mhm.
mean, it's not going to be like. Gonna be a,
Or like a drone.
Yeah, yeah,
drones
like
are
a
really
drone.
loud.
Until you get like a Honda one in there.
Uh-huh.
She's gonna be.
A Honda.
It'll just start be blaring.
Swap the exhaust on your Honda
Yeah.
VTOL.
You straight pipe your helicopter.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
They add like
Put
you
some
know as a
turbos on
kid
it.
you put like a deck of cards on your wheels so it makes it louder.
Oh
No.
yeah.
Yeah. No, that would be pretty rad. I mean, you guys have seen the videos of the jetpack guy, right?
Yeah, with like he got
Yeah,
things
he's
on
got
his
the
hands.
hands or whatever.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
pretty
that's
sick.
probably the most practical way because he's got an engine on his back,
Well,
which
they
is the biggest one, and then he's got the small ones on his arms for control.
yeah.
And
still really loud though. And it's
oh, that one, yeah, it's jet powered, so that one's really, really loud.
You're not like
But-
protected from the elements either.
Nice.
Like, I'm talking about like a
Mhm.
car, dude. Like,
Mhm.
you could be inside that thing. You could like load up all your stuff in there. And you can go fly around. I think that like the future of transportation is a really, really cool thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did hear though. I think it might have been Neil deGrasse Tyson, and he's kind of cringe sometimes, but I think his take on this was kind of worthwhile. But you think of like car accidents and how often they happen, and if kind of aerial vehicles, whatever the type, become as commonplace as cars, then think how bad like a mid-air collision would be.
They'd
You know.
probably have some kind of like collision avoidance, like AI, kind of like cars do now. Like there's some cars
Yeah.
that, like what's going on with the like self-driving cars.
Mm.
Like I'm sure that there would be like, if you're getting like a flying vehicle, like you're probably gonna have some kind of autopilot in it that makes sure that doesn't happen.
Yeah, well, they probably have to have like flying like channels, right? It's designated
Planes.
spots because planes they're still connected with the ground, right? Like
Mhm.
they're in constant communication, and if they're
Mhm.
not, then they're gonna hit another plane. So,
Yeah.
Even with that, like that's I think fairly controlled
Mhm.
setting. And if everyone has their own personal vehicle, it's like that is just crazy. So I don't know how they would monitor that or how they'd be able to kind of enforce that.
Probably just autopilot. Probably just like
So would they just eliminate individual control of it?
yeah, probably.
And just like, all
Unless
right,
there was, like,
that would
certain
probably make more
circumstances.
sense, honestly.
Yeah, that's probably the most practical way, but that
Yeah.
doesn't sound very fun.
It's- not fun at all. Yeah.
If I was able to fly my own vehicle around, then I'd want to go and fly it around.
Mhm.
Like I think of like a, what's it called? The thing that Woody on PKA does. What is it, Braden? You like the paramotor.
Oh yes.
Yeah, you got like your big like parachute wing with an engine on the back.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, I
and
think
you
I know
can just
what you're talking
fly wherever he wants, and he can fly like super high, or whatever. I don't think I would do that
Yeah.
because
Well, they could probably have like free zones, and like you just got to get like a more in-depth license to do that. So I have my personal aircraft license, so I can press autopilot on it, right?
Autopilot license.
But then you get your like higher level, your A-class license or whatever. and
I
you
definitely
can-
think it's going to be
free
more
fly.
useful in like cities and not for like personal vehicles, but more like taxi services. You just like go
Yeah.
to the
Yeah.
tops of
Yeah.
skyscrapers, they just have a landing
Like
pad
in
out.
Fifth
feel like
Element.
air taxis would be more like realistic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
probably that's probably how they'd start things. Like not people like flying around their own damn personal aircraft. It'd probably be just like you
Well-
hop in a taxi and it's got like 15 other people in it. You go to point
That'd
A
be
to
awkward.
point B. Yeah.
Thanks.
Like
Well,
an
we're getting
Airbus.
honestly, we're getting a lot less reason to even travel.
Mm.
It's like you can work from home, you can eat from home.
That's
like,
true.
so they're probably just gonna have like fly stuff to you, right? Fly you your groceries, fly you your mail,
Yeah.
fly you your whatever. So you're just stuck in your house all.
That's
your
what
whole life.
Amazon's trying to do with
Their drones.
like drone delivery.
I think they're also doing like an AI assistant or whatever, but it's like really dumb. Like it's like basically just like a little like RC car that has like a cup holder in it.
Yeah.
But like in order for it to bring you your drinks, you have to put the cup or put the can in the cup holder to begin with, and then like it would bring it to you. It can't like grab it and put it in the cup holder.
Oh, so you put it in and then you leave and then it brings it
and
to
then you're
you.
like, hey, bring it to me.
Bring me my cup that I
Bring
just
me-
gave you.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Yeah, so kind of dumb.
So glad I didn't have to hold that.
Yeah, but that brings me back to the AI companion thing. Like,
Oh, like a friend?
yeah, like what kind of AI companion would you like to have besides like a girlfriend?
I'd probably opt out, honestly. I hate
Yeah.
people. I'd much rather just like even
But you could customize it.
yeah,
right?
I customize it to shut the freak up.
Yeah, I agree with Logan. I wouldn't want another like little voice just
I don't
bickering
want
and
any extra people in my house or extra
bickering and
things,
being
right?
annoying.
But like if it were to like assist me, right,
Mhm.
and not talk, just like do my chores, like make me food,
Mhm.
like a butler. That'd be
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Would it be like
yeah.
a humanoid thing, or would you rather have it be less human looking?
I think it'd be like super robot looking, just so I don't like, I don't know,
Customize it, get special skins.
not in a way that'll make
Cosmetics.
me afraid of it, but like I don't want it
Yeah.
to look like a human or
Mhm.
semi-human. I think it'd be freaky, and also it'd probably
Yeah.
make me.
Or imagine coming home, like, and the lights are off in the house, and it's there, and you're like,
Just glowing red eyes.
Hey, welcome home.
hey, your omelet is ready.
Starts cleaning your room while
Oh,
you're
yeah.
sleeping.
You can customize his vocabulary. He like calls me master. And all that.
Yeah, it's got the voice of.
Yes.
Oh, my Lord King.
What is
Your
it?
breakfast is prepared.
Morgan Freeman.
No.
Morgan
Freeman would be good. What's the dude in Batman? Master
Oh.
Wayne.
Alfred.
Alfred.
Your
Oh,
greatest sisters, Master Wayne.
Yes, master.
Yeah, so like that voice. What I don't know what the actor's called or his name.
I don't know his name either.
Oh,
He's so
frick.
famous though.
I know his name. It's
He's
on
in
the tip
so
of my
much
tongue.
stuff.
We're not cultured, apparently.
I looked up his name recently, and I'm like, yeah, I had no idea.
Is his name
He's in Inception. As
something
well.
Kane?
Yeah, I think it is.
Michael
Michael
Caine.
Keaton.
Michael Caine.
Michael Caine.
Yeah, that's his name.
Yeah.
I was gonna say John McCain, but that's not it. That's not right. John McCain, the POW and politician.
Yeah, Michael Caine's voice would be my robot.
That'd be good. Yeah, I think that'd be good.
He just like gives you motivational speeches, like in the whatever Batman movie that was.
Incredible. You guys are right. It's Michael Caine.
Michael
Thanks for
Keaton?
looking that up.
It's Michael Keaton.
Michael
Okay.
Keaton.
Kane.
Yeah. No, I don't think I would do like a human-looking one. I think it'd be cool to have like, you know, in like sci-fi movies, they always have like a little floating dude with them. Like in Destiny, you have like the ghost or
Oh,
whatever.
you'd make him small,
Yeah, I'd make him small. I
That'd
don't know
be
if I
cool.
would have something that would like.
like human sized.
Yeah,
Yeah, I agree.
I think it would be
actually.
kind of a pain for it to be like.
taking so much space.
Yeah, but
Take
if
it
I
out of
like,
my way,
if
bro.
I needed to like carry like a thing of groceries or like a grocery bag,
Retractable arms. Would it
you
be
just have
flying?
like a hook. Yeah, it would fly around.
That'd be sick.
I could just like
actually.
hang it on it.
Dang it! You said companion, and I just automatically thought person. I'm like that. I don't
They're-
want that.
They're literally describing Mr. What is it, Mr. Gutsy?
What's
Yeah.
that?
Oh,
From Fallout?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
A, like a home
Yeah.
assistant you have, like
Mhm.
you hire, it'll clean, do whatever, walk the dog, mow the yard.
Well, that's.
But he's ugly.
It
Looking.
promotes such
He's
laziness.
just a
though,
robot.
right?
He's
'Cause,
a
like-
cool looking robot, and he can assist in home defense.
No, he's a dumb looking
That is
robot.
fair. He can do that.
I can assist in home defense.
You need a home defense.
No, but, like,
look at it.
Yeah, that's
A
dumb.
home defense robot.
That's
I don't. I
dumb.
think. I
That's
don't think
fair.
I would have
He
a
doesn't
home
look the
defense
best.
robot. I think I would probably just have a booby trap.
Booby trap.
Like just
Spikes
have, like,
on your door.
a minigun behind like a painting in the wall.
All right, you're dead
I
now.
just like flip the switch, just like.
Your daughter comes home late one night.
Oh jeez.
She brings a boy
That'd be
over, or
awkward.
he doesn't
Terrible.
recognize.
Yeah,
you.
that's-
Not. It wouldn't be active all the time.
When
Yeah.
so when would it be active?
I would push a
My
button
kids
to
are with their
activate
friends. It's time to activate the defense system.
it. Yeah, it just like starts like spitting chemicals out or whatever. in
No
the
way.
room.
Chemicals.
It kills them in 10 years instead of killing them
It
now.
would be tear gas.
Oh.
I like gas them out of the house.
What, and
or
they just
whatever.
ruin your house?
Yeah, the
In the
kids and
process.
their
What about
friends are being too noisy. I just like
Guys, quiet down, or I'll
Go-
bring the gas down.
The doors lock.
You hear them?
You
They're,
just
like,
don
banging
your
on
you
them.
just don your mask, and the chemicals start coming out of the
You're
ceiling.
looking through the window.
Yeah.
You should have done your chores. Clean your room.
You said your homework was finished.
That's a caustic moment right there.
Yeah.
Caustic
No.
means like
For legal reasons, I would
Caustic.
never tear gas children or use a minigun for home defense
against children.
against children. I would never. For legal reasons, of course. Frick, that sounds more like.
No, I definitely
suspicious.
wouldn't. For not even for legal reasons, I wouldn't kill kids. That's unethical.
Yeah, that's a good take.
Unless,
Oh my!
anyways,
You know, I think that would probably be an offense where we would send you to the pillory.
the pillory.
For
Yeah.
tear gassing kids to the pillory.
He tear gassed his
This
kids.
guy tear gasses kids, and everyone's like, release him. Let him out.
No, you pillory him, then
National
tear gas
hero.
him in public.
Oh, eye for an eye.
And the tear gas just goes around the crowd, getting everyone.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say like what exactly it was because it's a kind of a hot button issue nowadays, and because of all of our many viewers, they'll know what I'm talking about. But there was some dudes who were using pepper spray, and they were dumb. They were getting in, like a scuffle with another dude, and he was outnumbered or whatever, and they were like, back up, get off of him, I'm gonna pepper spray him. So they pepper spray him, and then they go and wrestle him again, trying to like get him under control. But he's like covered in pepper spray, and then they get covered in pepper spray.
I mean, they're like rubbing their eyes.
Yeah, they're like, oh, I can't see. It's like, you idiot.
Yeah.
That's
like,
cringe.
don't
dude.
be wrestling in pepper spray.
But
Yeah.
so there was a big crowd around him, like fighting him, and
It
then
was
he's like,
like-
"Move, guys! I'm gonna pepper spray him.
Yeah.
Stop pinning him down! I'm gonna pepper spray him.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, no, I
Don't
won't
put
go
him in
in-
handcuffs.
I'll
I'm
go
gonna
into
pepper spray
detail
him."
because I don't want to get flagged for anything.
Anyways, that's hilarious.
Well,
Really dumb. That's
I-
dumb. I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know the subject.
I wouldn't
the
call it
story.
hilarious.
I think
So,
it's ridiculous. More like
that's a good way.
that's a
to put
better word.
Robot police officers.
RoboCop.
No, because then they would get corrupt by the
That would be
government.
so scary.
That'd be terrifying. Yeah.
I
Absolutely.
would hate that.
I
How
think
about this?
it-
Robot
yeah.
citizens, human police officers.
What?
So everyone is
What? That threw me out.
That was a plot twist.
There's the solution.
See,
We all have to enforce the robots.
people always say there's no original thoughts these days, but I think we just found one. Everybody should just be robots, and then we have human cops. I've never heard that before. No.
We practically are at this point.
We oppress the robots, and put them in their place.
Human
Yeah.
robots.
Robot cops though, like I feel like a big plus of like having normal like human cops is like they're people, and that's like, sorry man, like I just wasn't paying attention. They're like, okay, like you don't seem like a bad dude. I'll let you go.
But robot cops have no mercy.
RoboCop
Yeah.
was a douche.
Well, that's because
But
he got
it
brainwashed.
could also be nice though.
That was such a sad
Wait,
movie.
Did I have actually? I only watched
No,
like the
he
very
got-
first one.
So he defied a
The
little
old
bit
one.
because he was a
Part
human
human.
in love, and then they
Oh,
took
that's
away.
right.
He had like 0.2% human in him.
0.2%.
But then at the very end, he changed and died. I think I don't remember.
The future is now.
Anyways, it was so sad to see what happened to him after the accident because it was just his face and his lungs that was left in his heart. It's like a General Grievous type moment.
He just got
What?
a bag with all of his lungs. in
Yeah,
there.
like they took it off all the robot parts, and it was his head and like a bag with his organs.
Oh my!
Yeah.
Was he
Yeah.
back in service the next year?
Yeah. Anyways,
We'll ignore that comment, Hayden.
How about RoboCop versus
Terminator.
the weakest Terminator?
They
What?
already had. You remember back in like the junior high school days, there was like the death battle YouTube videos.
Yes.
You mean epic rap battles of history?
those
No.
are two different things?
No.
Yes.
Really?
No,
Yes.
yeah.
Oh,
but
like death battles?
death battle, they would like take two like fictional people and they'd like list out their stats, and
Yeah.
they had like an animated section where they would like battle it out, and they had RoboCop versus Terminator.
Yeah. So
I
there
think-
were pretty calculated
Mhm.
solutions to the.
Their
scenarios.
biggest one was Goku versus Superman.
And Goku lost twice actually.
Mm-hmm. They did.
No comment.
Yeah.
No, Superman in the comics is actually insane. Like, it's cringe how OP he is.
Yeah. Like he's God, almost, in the comics.
Well, it's because, like, to keep him interesting, he'd get, like, a new superpower every week. He's like, oh, he has ice breath. Or laser
He's got ice breath.
X-ray vision.
That's ice on your neck.
He's got ice on his neck.
Thanks.
Oh, it's dripping. You got ice on your neck. Thanks.
Dang.
Oh.
Too good.
No,
What? Not relatable?
Terminator and RoboCop,
No
though,
drip.
I think RoboCop won.
Really?
Do you know why?
Because I think they ended up, he ended up crushing Terminator like they do in the movie. When he gets smushed or whatever, and that's how they kill him.
I
Right?
forget how Terminator goes. All I
Yeah.
remember is that Liquid
Which
Metal
one?
Man was
In
terrifying.
the first Terminator.
Mm,
Isn't that how they beat him? They crush him in a hydraulic press or something?
Probably. I've watched a bunch
Yeah.
of the Terminator movies. It's just been a while since I watched like the early ones.
Yeah. I don't
There's
remember.
Mike's
there's
still on it.
actually quite a
Mhm.
few Terminator movies.
Judgment
Yeah.
Day?
I
Dude,
don't know how many there are, but
there's 5, I think.
Yeah.
Salvation is
There's
4,
like-
Genesis is 5. Is that correct?
Mhm.
we should watch through all of the
Judgment Day is
Terminator
2.
movies.
That's all I
Oh
remember.
man, that's a lot.
Independence Day. Another classic. Completely unrelated. Will Smith. He's cool.
Will Smith sucks, dude.
Will Smith ties into everything we've been talking about.
Men in
Cop
Black.
movies, Men in Black.
Who's Men in Black?
iRobot. He's in that too. And he also Gemini Man. I didn't see that one.
Have
but
you
that's
seen
a
any of these
clone him.
movies?
No, I haven't, but I know he's in that.
Okay, Looper, is he in that?
No,
Okay.
I don't know.
That-
I don't
that's
know.
a different ball,
good,
yeah.
That was a good movie.
So, anyways,
Let's get off of movie topic.
name
'cause we
one
talked
good
about it
movie that
last
Will
time.
Smith's in.
I Am Legend.
I Am Legend is,
That's a good one.
is overrated.
Pursuit of Happiness.
I haven't
But that's
seen it.
sad. You haven't
Yeah.
seen it? Don't watch it with your wife because you'll both cry.
That's
Did
alright.
Did you say I Am Legend?
Yeah, I thought that was pretty good.
I've seen the beginning too many times, so I guess that's on me.
Yeah.
You have a habit of doing that. You do that with Skyrim a lot. Just
Oh.
starting something and not
You
finishing it.
Well, you-
Sorry, I get into it for like a month or so, but then I'm like, I don't want to just pick up from where I left because I forgot.
Mhm.
So I'm like, I'll just restart. Like I didn't get that far, so I'll just restart, and then I'll restart again. and restart again.
Never start again.
Hey, I'm the furthest I've gotten before.
Yeah,
I
dude.
killed the Vampire King.
Huh?
I killed the Vampire King. It's a side quest.
Oh no, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't you have to go to like that one town where there's a burned down house? There's the ghost of a child there.
No.
Oh,
I just went into a cave and killed a vampire.
oh. Have you found him without doing the side quest?
I just found him. No, he was way too strong. I had to save it right before it. And
Oh, you're like quick
I would
saving.
like hit him, spam, hit him, and then
I
pause,
did 10
drink all my
I did 10
potions.
damage.
And then,
Quick save. That's funny.
yeah, it sucked, but I got him eventually.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, I got a cool robe from him.
Nice. Yeah,
Mhm.
Skyrim's a classic. Yeah, then there's that new Bethesda game, Starfield. I don't know if you guys seen that one. It's like a sci-fi version of Fallout and
Skyrim.
Skyrim. Yeah, but and Star Citizen, that's another one that looks really cool.
Is that one with the ships, spaceships?
Yeah, there's spaceships, and it's supposed to be like one of the biggest like worlds that you can explore in a video game or whatever. It's like
Is
at the
that
scale of a
still-
galaxy.
Is that still in development?
Yes, but you can play it.
Oh, really?
Mhm. Yeah, but it's kind of crazy. Like I watched a video. It's kind of a few years old, I think, but it's like the War for Jumptown, I think is what the video is called. It's like this huge battle where like there's a company that's running like a drug empire or whatever on this one planet, and the guy making the video or whatever kind of he builds this crew and they drop into the planet with tanks. They like drive the tanks out of the back of their spaceship and land on there, and they're like missile trucks, and they're like shooting down other people's ships, and then reinforcements show up, and it's I don't know, it's kind of impressive.
I swear I
Think
remember seeing like a Star Citizen like video on some like beginning gameplay. It was like 5 minutes of gameplay,
Mhm.
like back in like 2014. I don't know
yeah.
how long ago it started getting
Wow.
into development,
Mhm.
but it seemed like it was a long time ago, like probably earlier than 2014.
Mhm.
I don't know when it was, but it was
Neither
like
do I.
a long time ago.
Some people think it's a scam because they do a lot of like, not pre-orders for it, but they're like crowdfunding. That's how they're paying for development. It's not a AAA studio making it.
That's kind of hard.
And but the game's not released. Some people play it though, but it's so some people think it's kind of fishy.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about though.
That is suspect.
Yeah, but I don't know. It seems like it would be a fun game. You get on a spaceship with your crew, with your boys.
So is that Sea of Thieves in space?
Sea of Thieves in space.
Wow.
That'd be sick, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be pretty fun.
Yeah, but other than like that, like the Hogwarts game and Starfield, I don't know of any other.
Jordan wants to get the Hogwarts game.
The
Really?
new
She
Elder
keeps getting
Scrolls.
ads for it.
Really?
Yeah.
That's funny.
That new Elder Scrolls game's coming out, and then also the new Fallout's going to be coming out too.
I heard.
Is it going to be an actual new game, or is it just going to be like
Elder Scrolls
adaptation?
Online?
Yeah.
It's
too.
a new one.
Finally.
Yeah,
That was
Online
announced,
is-
That was announced like what 4 years ago?
Oh, I think it's more
Elder
than that.
Scrolls 6.
Oh, yeah, I think so.
Yeah. It's been like a long time, and all it was like a title card.
Yeah.
They were like, Elder Scrolls 6.
Yeah.
I want
Anyways,
a Dead Space movie.
that would be rad.
Didn't they make one?
Maybe.
Yeah.
They did.
They might have made like a shitty. Like,
I haven't seen it. Or, I mean, I haven't played it. I don't really know
that's
anything
the
about it.
problem. They have like these games that have like they're freaking great games, but they don't make good movies out of them. Like they're perfect for making a movie. But
That's
they made
literally
like some shitty ass.
every
Yeah.
adaptation.
Yeah, they made like some shitty version of the game into a movie, and just
I
like,
can think
Name
of two.
one good.
I can think
Name two good video game adaptations.
I can think of two, but I'll say them last.
I think I've heard a lot of good things about The Last of Us.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
That HBO has
That
been
thing's been
working on.
hyped up. Well, it's like, I've seen all the clips, and there's a lot of one-to-one scenes.
Yeah.
Like, it's pretty impressive.
Isn't there the one episode where like the two gay dudes and they like kill themselves at the end?
I haven't actually watched it, but I just heard a lot of good things about it.
Yeah, I don't have HBO. I don't associate.
I think it's like the redneck dude from Parks and Rec. What's his name? Ron Swanson. Yeah,
What?
yeah. He's in episode 3 of The Last of Us,
No way.
and he's a gay dude that I think kills himself
no.
with his gay lover.
That's
I don't know.
insane.
Yeah.
The actor for The Mandalorian is
Pedro Pascal.
is what's his face?
Yeah,
Rusto.
yeah. What's his name?
Bunky. You've played
Joel.
Joel.
Joel Miller.
I'm Jodell.
That's awful.
Anyways.
No, so The Last of Us seems to be a decent adaptation.
The Witcher, right?
The Witcher
Oh yeah.
and
that's pretty good.
Arcane.
Oh, Arcane.
And I haven't played the game The Witcher, but it follows the books pretty well.
Mm.
Arcane, the only thing that has to do with League of Legends is the character names and their lore, but it's like it has nothing to do with the game at all.
If you guys are still listening at this point, please drop a good adaptation from a game to a movie.
Yes. Like, comment,
Because
subscribe.
we want to hear more of them
Yeah.
because there's not a lot of good ones.
But yeah, literally my favorite shows of all time is Arcane and The Witcher and the video game adaptations. So
Yeah. I think those are all of them, though. I can't think of any other ones. Like Assassin's
Cyberpunk.
Creed.
Edge Runners is pretty. Well, you didn't like it, but it was.
Cyberpunk.
It had pretty
it didn't
good
really click
reviews.
for me. Yeah. But
I
that
haven't
like
seen
wasn't like it was in the same universe as Cyberpunk 2077, but it wasn't an adaptation of the game. You know.
Well, that's
Yeah,
that's
but,
what
well,
Arcane was though.
Yeah,
so
that's how Arcane
So I guess
was.
Arcane.
you can have the same.
I wouldn't count Arcane in kind of.
Yeah, if
what
you
I'm
made a League
asking
of
about.
Legends movie, it would suck so bad. But
Yeah.
they're just because they have such good lore with the characters. Like, so they just use the characters, and they just put so much care into it. Like, it took them 5 years to make season 1,
5 years,
Yeah.
really?
at the
Wow.
same time.
and season 2 is projected to be 2 years after season 1. So
And when did it come out? Like,
I think the end of this year actually,
oh, really?
which is exciting. And The Witcher season 3 is this year as well. So this year's huge.
So
But
So The Witcher and The Last of Us are pretty much the only ones that are like use the same characters, same storyline, same thing. I didn't watch the Assassin's Creed movie.
it was horrible.
Did you see it?
I don't really like Assassin's Creed. How I don't like. It doesn't really make sense to me how they're going into the past and doing all this. I don't get it. I've played pretty much all the games, not thoroughly, but like I've at least touched them. You know. But yeah, the movie was good at explaining what actually happens with Assassin's Creed, how they go into the past, but like it was just a bad movie. Like, not a bad adaptation necessarily, but just a bad movie in general. I give it a 6.
Yeah, 6. Yeah, I think a lot of them suffer from that problem.
Doom movie. Sorry.
Is there a Doom movie?
Yeah.
That's
and
sick.
it's trash.
There's like 2 or 3 of them. One of them has The Rock too.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how was it bad?
It's not good.
Oh, that's awesome.
It is kind of interesting, like at some points, just to see what's going on. But I'm like, nah.
That's so funny.
Like this is not how I would imagine I'd want to see Doom to be made into a movie.
Yeah.
But they're older, so
Yeah.
I think they even just came out with a new one on Netflix, like 2020.
really.
Really?
Yeah. I didn't know that. Yeah. Yeah, especially recently though. Like there hasn't been many good ones besides the ones you've mentioned.
One that just comes to mind is Tomb Raider, which also brings Uncharted.
Oh yeah.
Tomb
Uncharted
Raider
was.
I didn't see it. Was it good?
I think it was like a fun movie. Like my family watched it. It's kind of one of those movies where it's like, you know, you watch with your family.
Yeah, Tom Holland.
Tom Holland's in this. He's the Marvel guy. No, and
In Tomb Raider, he is.
Marvel.
Uncharted.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry.
Marvel and what's that other one? DC Comics. Well, actually, what's better, Marvel or DC Comics?
I think Marvel at this point is more successful,
Marvel's
but I don't
honest.
care. For
Marvel's
either of them.
lame.
I think Marvel is really giving DC a good opportunity to surpass them because they just kind of stopped making good content. Ever since Endgame, they haven't produced a single good piece of media.
Early Marvel was,
like I don't know. Everything's
Way
just
better.
been a disappointment. Like I go in with low expectations and I'm still disappointed somehow.
Jeez.
But like DC shoots themselves in the foot with everything they make. They try to copy Marvel by doing Batman vs Superman. Oh, it's Civil War or whatever. You know, they're just they can't. I don't think they should worry about competing with Marvel, and they should just worry about making stuff that's true to their source.
I just can't get into this superhero stuff, man.
It's really overdone. Like
it's like just too like childish for me.
Well, because it all started when we were kids, right? Like when the first Iron Man movie came out.
But that one was okay.
Yeah, but you
yeah,
also have to think of it though, like when you saw it, you were younger, right? And you didn't have the lenses that you have now.
Yeah.
And so I think, to some extent, one of the reasons why it's good. It's a good movie, but it's also kind of nostalgic, right?
Yeah. That's fair, but honestly,
they were good. I think, like objectively, I think you can go back and watch them, and it's like they're pretty good movies.
Yeah.
Like I like the first Captain America.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. Yeah, that's I think one of my favorites.
Some people don't agree with me. I think you're one of them, Logan. Winter Soldier was really good.
No, I think a lot of people agree with you, and I just don't understand why.
Yeah.
Like I rewatched it, and I'm like, what? I don't remember what happened. Like, I don't know how the movie goes.
Yeah, I remember what happened.
Because I think it's just because Civil War is the exact same movie, but with Iron Man. It feels like it though, because like Bucky's the main character, and Captain America's.
Who cares about Bucky?
And they're chasing Bucky and all that. And it's like
flattered a little bit.
Is this the same movie? Like,
no, Braden is
Andrew Garfield.
They're just two interlinked.
Yeah, he's
Andrew or Will Garfield. Turner.
No,
what
no Will Turner.
Oh,
I get Will Turner all the time.
You look like Andrew Garfield.
I think
if he was
the
playing
look
Will
that you
Turner.
have right now looks more like a Will Turner than a Andrew Garfield.
Because
Andrew Garfield always has like the tall like.
He's got the tall hair. Yeah,
the tall hair.
I think it's the smirk in your mouth is Andrew Garfield, but the hair is kind of giving you the Will Turner, and the mustache is doing you no favor.
You got to do like since you play Sea of Thieves with us so much, you got to do like the pirate hairdo. You know, you got to like get the ponytail or whatever.
No.
17th century.
No.
Yeah, I
Wear
think
like the big baggy white shirt.
I think I better keep that off camera. That should be in my privacy of my own home.
The weird pants that only go down to like right here, and then you have the tight socks.
Tight
and
socks and the buckle on your shoe.
The Tommy J's.
The Pilgrim?
Yeah, the Pilgrim shoes.
Yeah, my guy has the Pilgrim shoes.
We catch Braden in his Will Turner kid.
The Grand Admiral.
I thought you guys were coming over
Yo,
till
what
3.
the hell, dude? Close the door.
I'm not ready
yet. It's not ready yet.
Oh, man. Starts clogging.
When the function has apple
Bro.
fritters.
Too good.
What?
Have you not seen that TikTok? We'll show you. We'll show you later.
It's a bunch of dudes clogging, and the caption is, when the function has apple fritters.
Me whenever I go into Maverick, it has apple fritters.
It's a relatable moment.
It is.
If you go to a function and it has apple fritters, you can't tell me you don't start clogging.
You even know what clogging is.
All right,
Braden?
moving on. So tap dancing.
It's like tap dance.
All right, moving on.
No, basically the whole movie talk. I want to wrap it up, but I'm basically using it as a vehicle to say the Halo show sucks. It's awful. I saw it at Walmart today, and it just made me mad.
Like to buy.
On DVD.
That's
yeah.
available for purchase.
On DVD.
They didn't like.
Who uses
They didn't bury it.
Who uses DVD?
DVD and Blu-ray.
What's a DVD?
Yeah.
Do Blu-ray?
What's a
What are we? 2014.
Yeah.
Buy it on Blu-ray.
The Halo
I
show
got it on
sucks.
VHS. I got the
VHS.
Halo series on VHS.
I got my VHS. The Halo TV
You guys want to
show.
come over?
I got it on vinyl.
Honestly, watching the Halo TV show on VHS would be much better than watching it like on Paramount or whatever.
Because then you can't see all the flaws.
Because then you
in the
can't.
CGI.
You're like, oh, this
Yeah,
is
and
an
on your
old
tube
show.
TV,
It's
the
quality.
audio is garbage, so you can't hear what
Yeah.
they're saying either. You're like,
Yeah.
oh, that kind of looks like Halo.
So why
That's
is
cool.
it so bad? I mean, I haven't watched anything about it.
It's
Oh,
because they went
it's-
their own way.
They didn't follow like the lore of Halo.
So
They
they did
made
what
their
Star
own-
Wars did.
Yeah,
Why did they
kind
think
of.
that'd be so successful?
Well,
Because
so
of the name.
I'm gonna vent.
Vent.
So, you know, you have Halo, right? You have the story, you have the books, and the video game storyline, and everybody knows those for the most part, right? It's like you have Master Chief, he's fighting the Covenant. There's the big Halo ring, right? And then you have the books that go into the story behind Master Chief and everything, and it's all been continuous at this point. There's no branch offs like with Star Trek and stuff. And then with this show, they're like, you know what, we'll just make a separate timeline. So this is going to be its own thing. It's not going to be associated with the mainline Halo story in any way. It's basically just going to have the characters in the name, is what they said. And I originally thought when it came out, when that news came out, that it was like, okay, that's nice. Like if they mess things up, then it's going to be separate. It's not going to like hinder the Halo story or whatever. But I didn't expect it to be as bad as it was, you know? So it's basically like, you know, Master Chief, he's a strong cyanotype, always has his helmet on, kind of Mandalorian-esque before the Mandalorian did it. And he just doesn't have his helmet on for most of the show. He's just like some generic white dude, you know, through the whole show.
Just a super soldier.
And one of the many dumb things they did is they have, you know, the aliens, right? They're like trying to kill humanity and stuff in the games. Apparently they have like a chick, like a human chick, like as part of the alien like leadership or whatever. And they like send her off to like spy on humanity. And then her and Master Chief fall in love and they bang. Also, Master Chief is naked a lot in the show, which is also dumb.
Good fan service, right?
Nice.
Very good fan service.
Nice. That's what people want to see is
Master Chief.
Master Chief's
and
juicy
Halo.
cheeks.
Master
Yeah,
Cheeks
yeah.
in the bathroom.
Master Cheeks.
That's what they started calling him.
Master Chief.
Dude, that's so funny.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
No, it's so freaking, it's so dumb. And like, you know, Cortana's in the show. And
She hot in the show?
Do you see her feet at all?
no, I don't
What?
know if you see her feet. I didn't watch it
Dude,
long enough to
what-
know.
I'm just
But
kidding.
it's worse because when Master Chief and the like alien spy chick are banging, Cortana's just like standing there as like a hologram, just like watching.
Is Cortana a cuck?
Cortana Cook confirmed.
It's so weird. It's awful. And there's like,
That's weird.
yeah. I don't know.
That
and they don't
sucks.
even like follow the story at all.
So
Which
should
is
I
dumb.
just not even bother watching it?
No, like I think it was bad. It's bad enough that because they uploaded the first episode on the YouTube. That's how Logan and I watched it.
Yeah.
And it was so bad that they took it off.
Really?
Yeah, it's not on YouTube anymore. That might not be the reason why they took it off.
They took it off, so you have to pay for it.
Yeah. But like, I watched some of the other episodes or whatever. I couldn't get through a single one after that.
You know what pisses me off is when they got like a certain movie that you want to watch and it's on like a very random streaming service that nobody uses.
Oh yeah.
And then you got to pay for a subscription for that streaming service to just even watch that movie.
Yeah.
And you can't watch it anywhere else. And you're like, okay,
Yeah,
I guess I'll
Mm-hmm.
use your service for this one movie that I want to watch.
Yeah. T
There's
series plus.
It's usually TV shows, I guess.
Yeah.
It sucks trying to like juggle all the services, like
Yeah.
well, because they're all button heads, right? It's like, oh, we got to get this
Yeah,
successful show, so people buy our service, right?
Mhm.
And like, and then you have there's no one service that has everything you want, right?
Yeah.
So you gotta have them all. So it's
Mhm.
genius for them to make money off the poor middle class
Poor
child.
Guys, I'm
Almost.
canceling my Netflix so that I can go get some random service that
Yeah.
nobody's ever heard of,
It's on my
You know what?
Netflix.
so that I can just finally watch that one TV show.
India Plus.
I think we should spread.
Yeah.
I think we should spread the news. We should make an official Twitter of our podcast, and
Ooh.
the first post will be, "Guys, I'm canceling my Netflix subscription for India Plus."
India Plus.
Yeah.
So I can watch all the Bollywood movies.
Are we gonna get certified?
With Chinese
What do you mean,
subtitles
sir?
on the bottom.
Verified. you
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
On Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get verified.
Dude, yeah.
Spend the-
$8 a month.
Spend the $8 a
That'll
month.
be our subscription service, guys. I'm canceling
Guys,
Netflix.
get us verified so we can pay for our subscription.
No, because Netflix. I don't know if I'm not on Twitter, so I don't know. But like, you pay $8 to get the blue check mark.
Mm.
Oh, for Twitter? I thought they
Yeah.
stopped that.
I don't know.
I think
Maybe.
they stopped it recently.
Yeah.
Or they stopped.
If that was the case, then it would be even funnier to be like,
stopped
I'm
some sort of
canceling
payment.
Netflix, so I can buy the blue check mark.
They stopped some sort of payment service. Oh, I get what you're saying now.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
stopped
I stopped paying for Netflix.
so I can get a blue check. That's
Now I've got the check
insane.
mark.
But like, it makes sense, kind of. Like, if you're rich enough to be able to have the blue check mark, then like it's inconsequential.
Yeah,
But
I'm not on
also,
Twitter,
it's like,
so like, I don't care.
yeah,
If we make an official Twitter, I wouldn't.
I've never
I don't
had
wanna
Twitter
touch it.
before, so
Mm-hmm.
because the blue check mark, it's like it's an accomplishment, right? It's like, oh,
Mm.
Twitter recognized me as a significant figure, and they verified me. But now it's like, yeah, I paid for it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, so you don't matter. So,
Yeah.
anyways. And then
No,
you
I
also get your
think
verification revoked.
Maybe we have an untapped market for our podcast.
We should make a
Truth
new
Social.
thing.
We gotta get
Oh
on the
my gosh.
an official Truth Social account.
Truth Social.
No, I made an account as a
Did you guys
meme.
post a truth today?
I said, I'm on this app, and that's the truth. Is what I put on
That's
there.
the truth. That's the hashtag truth.
That's my truth that I posted
That's
that day.
funny.
That's
That's the only
another.
thing on there.
That's another problem with all these other social media platforms. Like everybody wants to start up their own social media platform, and like nobody ever like really buys into it.
Mhm.
You get people using it for like 1 week, and then they realize it just absolutely sucks because there's like nobody on it,
Mhm.
and it just like doesn't get any traction.
Maybe like this podcast.
Truth.
Hopefully not.
Well,
we'll
I
keep
think-
it going.
I think the main reason is just it's too late, right? Because
Mhm.
Facebook started a long time ago, and
Mhm.
like that was kind of like the catalyst of social media, right? That just introduced it all, right? It connected people through the internet, and now if you have a new social media platform, it's like, why would I go here when I can this thing already exists?
Yeah, it's the same. It's the same thing as like signing up for another or subscribing to another like subscription. I mean, streaming service. You
Mhm.
know, it's like why would I go like try to use some other service when there's Netflix and Hulu? You know, it's like
Mhm.
okay, I got Netflix, I got Hulu. Why do I need a couple other ones? You know, it's
Yeah.
like, Unfortunately, that's the way it is. Like, the big ones win, but...
Yeah. It's true.
Yeah. Yeah, it's...
Nobody wants to have, like, 20 different social medias.
Yeah.
It's already hard enough having, like, one.
Yeah, it's like, I have Instagram and Facebook, and I'm like, nah, I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, at this point, I think YouTube is what I'm most active on, and I don't
Yeah.
post
Yeah,
anything
definitely
Yeah.
YouTube.
except for this.
Yeah.
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 I don't really watch YouTube, like, at all.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I got a PewDiePie, that's it. If he has no
Yeah.
new videos, I'm not interested.
That's the move. Yeah.
So,
Feuds.
I watched this other guy. His name is Schnee. Is a free shout out.
Oh.
Schnee.
Yeah, free shout out because
Schnee.
we're so much bigger than
We're
they are.
way bigger than Schnee. Who
Everybody
has a
go out and
Patreon.
subscribe to this guy. He could really use
No,
the
but-
subs.
So when Arcane came out, I watched a ton of like Arcane analytical videos, and his videos I liked a lot. They're really cool, and he posts them like weekly, and he's still on like the weekly post schedule. So he posts like 40 videos on Arcane over the course of like a year or so, and he got into like Stranger Things and Lord of the Rings and Game of Thrones and all that. So like he just really cool like video analysis, and like he does video essays and stuff. And I think he has a really cool take on things, and I don't know, I find it very interesting. So yeah, I'll watch him and I'll watch PewDiePie, but that's it. And sometimes Charlie.
Yep.
So is that all you watch on YouTube?
Yeah.
What else would you watch on YouTube, Brady?
What else is there to watch?
Yeah.
HNA podcast.
Oh, that's
Crazy
right.
Fire concert. Come on.
That's right.
Wow.
We don't say that name anymore.
No,
How dare you say that
that's
name?
the name of the YouTube
We
channel.
we accept
The channel
our
name is gonna
history.
change.
We accept our
I don't know if
history.
we can though.
I actually-
It's been like almost a year.
Well,
Has it been a year? It's been a long time.
Our fans will be confused and they're looking for our.
who will
name.
notice?
If we change
No one will
all of our
notice.
11 subscribers, of which 5 of them are the 4 of us, my 2 accounts.
Yeah.
No. The real OGs will know Crazy Fire concert. I can't think of anything to replace it with.
We can come up with something.
We can
Like,
We've
just
been saying that
obviously,
for months.
We have HNA as the name of the podcast, and then we have
Squad of
Crazy
Scum-
Fire
Yeah.
concert as like the gaming stuff.
And
Because
then
we haven't
isn't that
posted much gaming stuff recently.
It's crazy how Crazy Fire concert stuck.
Yeah.
It
Or just like
didn't
at least
stick.
still, no.
Since junior high.
Yeah.
That's when that-
It's
that's
been,
my-
it's been around since then. That and
Yeah,
Thank You at the Tin Can.
yeah, but I don't know why we.
It sucks. I don't
thought
like
it was
it.
stupid then. I still think it's stupid.
I think it's dumb as well.
You know what? I
agree.
think I'm going to be the defender of the group.
I think it's
The
dumb.
defender of the name of
I
Crazy
think
Fire
I
concert.
think Shank Me with a Tin Can is awesome, but
I
Crazy
agree.
Fire concert
This
sucks.
was just talking. We were talking about band names back then.
And no, wait,
The band was Crazy Fire Concert. The album was Shank Me with
No.
the Tin Can, and the song was Saran Wrap.
that's backwards.
No, it's not.
The band name is Shank Me with a Tin Can.
Really?
The
Yeah.
album is Crazy Fire
Yeah.
concert, and Saran Wrap was our
Our
top song.
first song that we never made.
I'm gonna make a song called the Saran Wrap.
Yeah.
That's right.
It's gonna happen.
Saran-
Give me a few years,
Saran Wrap.
and it'll have,
That's your HNA lore.
it'll have
right
no vocals.
there. Yeah.
Somebody's gonna find this video 10 years later, and they're gonna be like,
What
"Oh,
The Saran Wrap.
that's
That's where it came from. My favorite song.
the?
And wait,
Number one on the
HNA
chart.
doesn't. Wait, you can't say that.
Oh yeah, we almost had a slip up
We
there.
didn't say what? What did we say?
Ooh, you think it's cut out of the video?
Also, we are not connected. We are not connected to the medical
Nobody's gonna
HNA.
ever find this.
The
Before-
Chinese. We're not related to the Chinese company.
Yeah,
with the
before we
same
get
HNA
sued.
In
name.
case
That-
you haven't noticed, we're not.
I left that as an
Chinese.
Easter egg. on
We are
purpose.
not Chinese, but we do
An
like
Easter
listening
egg?
to their music.
That's an Easter
Sometimes.
egg.
I didn't.
There's an Easter
I
egg
didn't
in this
hear.
podcast. Somebody
I didn't
will
hear
find
it,
later.
so
Maybe.
maybe
He's
go back
maybe.
and watch it.
What we have to
He's
do
like,
though.
shut up.
Yeah, we got to keep this going a little bit, so it's buried a little bit, like from the end or whatever.
What's buried?
So, hurry, change.
I actually don't
change
know.
the topic.
I do know there is a YouTube channel who likes watching Nick Cage movies.
Nick Cage.
Yeah, we've got Nick here.
Change his eyeballs.
Oh, Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, Brayden, you're good at changing his
I'll
eyeballs.
change it.
Oh
No,
What the?
Nick Cage
Just
is
let it
in a
happen.
couple
Just let it
like
happen.
awful, like terrible movies.
Like terrible how? Like just poor quality or like
Oh.
or
Poor quality,
like
and
disturbing.
he's kind of He is in a disturbing
Is
movie.
he
I think
a
it's
creeper?
called Mandy or whatever.
Mm.
Yeah, Mandy is really disturbing. It's also the most like metal movie ever.
Dude,
Metal?
National Treasure's the best movie ever.
Like he's got like a few like cult classics. Like I know like National Treasure. A lot of people like. I watched that a lot as a kid.
Yeah.
Or Lord of War.
Fine.
You know, like the arms dealer one.
I haven't seen that one yet. Isn't that newer?
I don't know when it came out, but it's based on that Russian arms dealer that we released. Here, show the camera.
He's in love.
That is so.
Me when I watch a good Nick Cage movie.
The bloody nose.
Oh. Going in his mouth.
Yeah.
What?
But
Open his
Lord
mouth.
of War, I heard is a good one.
It's going.
Oh, look
There
at those
you
lips.
Voluptuous. He'll keep his teeth up, but then
That's
pulling
so
on
weird.
his lower lip.
he's got that lip bite.
Poor guy.
That's gross, dude.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, but Mandy, I haven't seen the actual movie. I just watched this guy's video. Elvis the Alien is his channel. Watched his video on it. And there's a scene where Nick Cage basically goes into hell to fight these demons, and he has like an enchanted battle axe or whatever, and this demon that he sees like picks up a chainsaw and like starts it up or whatever.
It sounds so
And he
dumb.
there's like mounds of
Yeah.
stuff everywhere, and he like picks up the chainsaw. This demon does, and it's literally like a 20-foot long chainsaw or whatever. He goes, and he's like doing it, and then Nick Cage just like full on like throws the thing and just like on the demon or whatever, and kills him.
Wow.
And there's a lot of more like things that I like wouldn't be allowed to say on YouTube.
You'd like to omit from saying.
Do you know how
Yeah.
hard holding a 20-foot chainsaw would be?
This was a demon though. He could.
Oh,
handle
he
it.
had the strength.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
strength.
Okay.
The strength.
The demon with the strength to hold the 20-foot chainsaw.
Is that a body modification?
I did hear
Yes.
that lightsabers are like chainsaws
How so?
because but you know, like kind of how like the
trying
sun,
to explain the science of lightsabers to the boys.
but like the sun
Yeah.
like has like the solar flare, right? That when like
Yeah, the shape.
yeah, so like when the energy kind of comes out of the sun, but then like rebounds back into the sun. It's
Oh.
that solar flare,
So it
right?
cuts.
So
Man, that's how it cuts.
so yeah,
Yeah.
so instead of lightsaber just being like a beam, like a sword, it's more of like a chainsaw, like a solar flare, right, where it goes out and then comes back into itself.
That's kind of interesting.
And
actually.
then that's kind of how it's able to block and also cut. Like it has a flat side and then the jagged side. Because like
Me and the boys discussing the dynamics of a lightsaber.
yeah. Anyways, I don't know. I thought it was
Yeah.
pretty interesting, but like that's kind of why it works, like how it does.
Hmm.
Like I don't know.
Yeah,
Nice.
because I know that people have tried making like lightsabers or whatever, but they're basically just like torches.
Yeah. Well,
You know?
yeah.
It's kind of like
And
kind of fuzzy at the end.
I've
'cause
seen one where it's
a
like
blowtorch.
it's a coil, like a
Mm.
copper coil or something like that. Not copper.
Mhm.
Not copper, but where's
Yeah.
copper?
I know what you mean.
Yeah, it's a coil and it gets to like I don't know 1,000 degrees or whatever.
Mhm.
But yeah, or flamethrowers like freaking How to Train Your Dragon,
Dude, going back to the body modifications, friggin' lightsaber hand.
dude.
I want the General Grievous.
No, lightsaber fingers.
What does this mean?
I don't know. Then you can
What
cut-
could you do with that?
cut your food. The steak is so huge. Now it's smaller.
But now you burned it.
No, you cooked it. This raw steak is
That's
so
right.
huge.
You would cook it at the same time as cutting
Well,
it.
you probably cook it too fast.
Yeah, and cook it too much.
Unless you went like really fast.
How are we on time?
Uh,
we
we,
getting-
we're,
We're around an hour.
we're
right?
over an hour for sure.
Okay, I think now's a pretty good time to stop. Lightsaber fingers, don't you think?
Lightsaber fingers.
Yeah.
Lightsaber movies.
Edward Scissorhands.
Lightsaber hand. Nick Cage. 20-foot chainsaw. And HNA lore.
Axe to the head.
That's right.
Axed in the head.
Brayden.
Don't forget it.
Outro.
Yeah. Yes.
Outro time.
Well, thank you for joining us on this very late evening.
Yeah, it's 1:30.
or very early
Can
morning.
you see, like, our eyes are all closing? I noticed, like,
Mm.
throughout this whole thing, all of our eyes are just, like,
Slowly getting closer.
Drooping.
And each of us are getting, like, slowly quieter, like...
yawning.
Yeah, Braden hasn't talked for the past half hour.
I'm getting sleepy. I'll be honest. I was tempted, like, I gotta go, guys. And I was just gonna go lay on the floor over there and take a quick nap.
Jeez.
Do not take a nap while you're listening to this. This
Please
is very
don't.
Yeah.
Don't-
Please don't operate
Be completely
machines.
They would have already been
Put
listening.
this on in the middle of your business meetings. That's where this needs to be listened to.
Yes.
Yes, and have your
Yeah.
business meeting be about it.
while you're driving a
Preferably.
car. Perfect time.
All right.
Yep, perfect time, great time, great time. All right, well, thank you again for joining us this very late evening. We enjoyed your time. So,
We
have a
enjoyed
good
our
one.
time.
We enjoyed your time.
We enjoyed our time.
We enjoyed everyone's time.
Thank you for your
I'll
time.
enjoy your time.
Your time.
We enjoy
Thank you.
our time, your time.
Stop.
Signing off from the HNA podcast.
I'll tell you how to spend your time.
Jeez.
Oh.